I know about as much about the VTubing community as I know about the Genshin community, which is to say, not much. I'll peek my eye in and just see what's going on every now and then. But apart from that, I generally stay in my own little bubble. But recently, I was recommended a YouTube channel named Muujin, and this VTuber who ended her career in the most unhinged way possible. And I thought, well, that must be pretty crazy. I mean, I don't really hear much drama about VTubers, but maybe I'm just in my own little bubble. So I messaged him. I said, hey, is it okay I react to this video? They said, absolutely, go ahead. And I was like, great. And then I went to the comment section of the person they're talking about, and the comment section is just crazy. She blew every termination out of the water. This is next level impressive. The most impressive termination I've ever seen. Congratulations. My jaw dropped when I saw the termination letter, solely because the reasons listed were just so insane. Wow. She chose the 80s rockstar way of going out. Mad respect. The GOAT of terminations. And I thought to myself, well, okay, this must be pretty ridiculous. I haven't heard of many VTubers being terminated for many reasons, but usually it's probably not for the most ridiculous things, but apparently this one is very, very impressive. Let's have a look.
Okay, listen, look. We're no strangers to scandals in the content creator sphere, okay?
Facts,
it has happened many times over the years. There's been many apology videos made that they've become a meme, right?
Hey, we have to, sorry, I'd just like to, yeah. Hey guys, it's me, Daniel. I'm sorry for the thing I did. It was bad. I hope maybe you can forgive me one day, and maybe you'll actually wait. Where's my cat? Leo, can you come? I need a small fuzzy animal to put in front of the camera so I can make myself feel like more of a sympathetic figure.
But in all my years of watching YouTube or Twitch or whatever else, even Hollywood, there has never been a person that speedrun every single possible scandal you can do in one go. It's like she was playing a game, a narrative game, and she wanted to speedrun all the bad endings at once.
Wait, whoa, what does that say? Read Android sex? Wait, what game is this? Was that Detroit Become Human? Why does it say read Android sex?
Insane! I mean, this story involves drug abuse. It involves sexual relations with the management team. It involves
that's bad.
Fan sexual relations. Everything. And you know what the worst part is?
No, please, go ahead.
The person in question doesn't look intimidating or scary. Like, it's not the kind of person you look at and think, oh yeah, I saw this coming. No. That's because she looks like this.
Okay, she looks a little bit like Iono, to be completely honest. There's even almost a lightning bolt coming out here. There's a plaster in her hair. Oh no, I think it must be like a ribbon or something like that. There's a plaster on her face. We've got the differently colored eyes. Lots of star memorabilia going on around here. Don't know what the antenna is. I always find VTuber styles really interesting. Like, everyone has their own, like, really unique style, and they're all, like, hyper detailed, and there's a lot going on. And the more you look at it, the more you realize, like, oh my god, there's so much happening here. The artists that make VTubers, what do you call them? VTubers, they are so good. Like, they do such good work. There's no wonder. These things must be expensive. I can imagine these things are incredibly expensive, and they take forever to make.
It's like, you see this, and you're like, this is the person that did drug abuse, that someone on her management team. This?
I mean, listen, drug abuse is not restricted to a certain type of person, especially when you can make an anime character that looks however you want it to look, right?
It's almost comical. It's like a fanfic. So what in the hell happened with Riro, and how did it lead up to her termination?
Riro Ron, okay. She does look like Iono. She has like the same yellow sleeves and everything. Sorry. Okay, all right.
Extremely sane and well-functioning member of society we're talking about today is none other than Riroran, a VTuber that is signed with Idol Corp, a well-renowned VTuber agency. She joined them in February of
How big is Idol Corp? The only one I know is Niji Sanji, which also I've been learning Japanese recently, and Niji means 2 o'clock and Sanji means 3 o'clock. So whenever I hear Niji Sanji, I'm like, oh, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I have no idea if that's what it means. I'm probably wrong. I just know the very basic level of how to tell the time. It just sounds kind of funny to me. How big is Idol Corp? Let's see. Oh, it's 52K. Okay, it's followed by RT Game Daniel, which is pretty big, to be honest. I don't really know many of the VTubers that are on. I think maybe I've seen the blue-haired one once, but just to know there's an entire world of VTubers out there, and there are so many of them, and all of them are, they're very big too. They got many live stream viewers. It's very impressive what people have managed to do with that, and I think it's great. Honestly, I have nothing wrong with it at all. I think they're great. It's not something that I personally enjoy watching, but I see nothing wrong with it.
Of this year, so it hasn't even been 12 months, okay?
All right.
But before joining them as Riro, she was already well-renowned on YouTube with almost 500,000 subscribers as a singer. Now the thing is, back when she was a singer, she wasn't really perceived as someone crazy, right? She seemed to be...
Oh my god, it says Hannah Montana. You know, that kind of fits, because when you're a VTuber, you're not really yourself. You're taking on a persona of some other character when you go on stream, which also boggles my mind. As a, what do you call them? Flesh tuber. As a flesh tuber, when I go online, I'm just me. I just come in, I just do my own little reaction. I'm not a character. I'm just doing my own thing, right? But VTubers, they take on this new persona. They don't reveal their faces. They call it, like, I think I have a friend who is also a VTuber, Sky, and they call it immersion breaking when you show like your face, and it boggles my mind. It's like a whole different world. Immersion breaking because you see someone's face, because you see them as the character and not the person. So technically, when you interact with this VTuber, you're not interacting with a person per se. You're interacting with a projected character of someone that may not be who the actual human who is playing this character is. It's like acting. It's actually very good acting. It's very sustained acting for a long period of time. So I have to respect that too. Just being someone else but that long of a period of time must be quite difficult.
Fairly normal. So how did she go from a seemingly normal singer on YouTube?
Also, since she had a different YouTube channel and then she made this Riro Ron character, no one knows who this person actually is, right? So you have a YouTube channel and then you have to like stop doing that YouTube channel so you can do this Riro Ron, but it's not really yours at the end of the day. If you work for this corporation, it's not really yours. You're just kind of an employee that is a creator. The idea of an employee creator and you don't own your work, it's owned by the company, as if you were like working as just like a general office job, perhaps. You go in and you work for the company instead of working for yourself on YouTube, is really interesting. It's new. I haven't seen much of that because usually YouTubers, they work for themselves. When you start a YouTube channel, it's just you. You know, you got your Markipliers, your Jackspadices, you got your PewDiePies and all that. Everyone comes on and they are just themselves and they work for themselves and they're self-employed and they have their own business. But working as someone else's employee while being a creator, very strange to me.
This insane person playing a VTuber. The thing is, the character she was playing as a VTuber always gave the impression that she was unhinged, and people found it entertaining. But what people didn't expect is that slowly her character was gonna seep through into her personal life and make her actually go unhinged herself.
Hey, when you're playing the same person for how many hours a day? How long did she stream? Like 3 hours, 40 minutes? If you're being that character, you have to be in that mindset for a long period of time. That's going to seep through into your, like, 7 hours. These are long streams, right? If you just play in the same character all the time and you're like being a little crazy, then you're going to be a little crazy in real life too. Yeah, you can do it.
To the point of creating her own harem comprised of her fans.
Dog, there's no fucking way. What?
And you might think I'm
Isn't that like really taboo for VTubers? Again, I'm kind of on the edge, but I have heard things. I've heard that there was a big controversy, especially when VTubers like have relationships. It's not really supposed to be a thing. And in Japanese idol culture, you're supposed to portray yourself as someone that isn't in a relationship, so you can be like available in a way. It's very, very strange. At least to me, it's kind of alien. And regardless of VTuber or not, having a harem of your own fans is insane, because we all know like power dynamics, you know, when you're a fan and you interact with someone that you like, you know, you can have some people will put people on a pedestal and will go to further lengths, so will do more for this person than they would for someone else because they think that they are like higher, or like they look up to that person in a way, so they're more inclined to do what that person says, or etc., etc., etc. We've all heard the power dynamics argument before, but that also plays into this.
But we actually have some form of proof. There's a little folder on Mega that contains a few crazy clips of Riroran creating her harem and outlining the rules of how she would meet up with her fans. Like this one right here. Let's see.
Shot. No way.
Travel, yeah.
Okay, travel.
I guess. Why is this creepy?
Okay. Why is she... Why is she speaking like that? Why is she speaking? Why does she...
Scared. What the hell? But she didn't just talk about it. No, that would be too soft for her. She actually went through a lot of specifics with an extensive list.
Oh my god, there's a list. Oh my god. Harem requirements. No minors. Okay, it's a good thing that we're leading with that. That is a great thing to lead with. Glad that we're getting that out of the way immediately. No minors. Okay. It really shouldn't have to be said, but sure. The second rule is love the Rio, which is love me. Okay, is this like a cult? Don't get jealous, but Rio can get jealous. Don't make her jealous. Okay, so you are not allowed a GF. You're not allowed a girlfriend if you're in the harem. Rio is Mina no Edoru for my Stardust. I don't know what that means. Is that like, I don't know what that means. Be respectful and tactful with Rio. Rio chooses if some wished come true or do something mild instead. Okay, sure. Be respectful. I don't think that's a bad rule. You must be familiar with not Rio. Okay, so like the human being behind the character, I suppose. This harem project and what happens in there is top secret. Sure, yeah, don't want that leaking out. Do not talk with other people or other Stardusts about your trip and experience. Okay, sure. I guess the Stardusts are like the people in the harem. Okay. And you're not allowed to tell anyone. And the perks, possibly meet up with the not Rio, which is like her as a human being. And more. Wow. All right. That is, that's crazy. This is framed like it's some kind of corporate slideshow. Like, oh yes, we're going to make ourselves a wonderful new project for the team. We've got our design requirements listed down here. And if you go into the next slide, we have our harem requirements that we also have because we're also going to make a harem too.
Rules. With the first one being no minors. And I'm so glad she included that. So glad. At least she's a better person than Dream. But then again, who isn't? Of course, one of the most...
actually, I don't know. Didn't Dream drop like this big video recently? I have not watched it. I am not in with the Dream drama at all. I don't know what Dream's doing. I don't know what he's up to. I did click on it because I was like, oh, this is a long video. And I watched less than a minute because I don't even know what he's talking about. But hey, I don't know anything about Dream.
This harem project and what happens in there is top secret, guys.
You can't tell anyone.
That you visited someone that looks like this. Do not talk.
She doesn't look like that in real life, obviously. I don't know. Again, the immersion breaking thing. I'm not gonna like try and find out what she looks like in real life, but yeah, it's not. Whoever's in this harem isn't gonna roll up and be like, "Oh boy, I can't wait for her to be an anime girl," right? They don't think she's an anime girl, do they?
Or other fans about this trip and your experience. You understand? Which makes me wonder how she got found out. And of course, a very important perk at the bottom: the possibility
someone snitched
with a rero and more. Wink, wink. More, by the way.
And more.
I wonder what that means in the context of a harem. I just can't get over her persona and the she's doing. Now, here's the thing.
That is crazy.
My favorite out of all these is this on the top left, okay? $250 and I take
a silly pill? They call it silly pill?
Oh my.
What is going on?
Now, at first, I thought this was birth control, which worried the hell out of me. I was
oh no, there's no way. There's no way. Birth control?
Like, what?
Oh my god.
To not get pregnant? What are you doing? Building an army of mega babies? But no, it turns out that a silly pill is actually a sleeping pill.
What?
A sleeping pill. Because
no.
According to her, it makes her go silly. And this wasn't the first time she mentioned sleeping pills. She mentioned them quite a bit on stream. Hence,
really?
Substance abuse allegations. According to a fan on the virtual YouTuber subreddit, I'm not surprised about the substance part. She literally made it a goal of her subathon for her to take a sleeping pill to make her more silly.
What?
What does that even mean? Sooner or later, that thing would have ended up screwing her in some degree. Yeah, no.
Dude, I've never seen any creator on any platform have money goals to take drugs, even if it's prescription stuff, like it's not ecstasy or anything like that. That stuff can still harm you. That's still really bad. Who's giving her money to take? I hope no one gave her money for that.
Here we are. After that stream,
that's tough.
Idol Corp had to step in and tell her, yo, chill. And so she had to make a statement about what happened.
Dude, there's no fucking way she topped Stardust. There's no way.
She says, Stardust, I would like to make something clear. During my recent streams, I made...
Is she trying to be like cutesy uru, like Stawawa does?
Jokes about stuff without fully considering how my words or actions might be perceived. I was being playful and joked about subjects that made some of you concerned, and I apologize for that. Please know I'm aware that what I said was inappropriate, does not align with Idol's values or the internal policies. After consulting with management, we agreed together that I should clear my head from streaming and reflect on this by taking a short break, as I haven't been in the best mental state for some time now. Oh, yeah.
Good ending, maybe? Good ending, maybe?
Thank you for understanding and support. I'll miss you, but I'll be back very soon.
Why did they type like that?
So this was her statement on the harem. Of course, no mention of it in the statement itself, but there is mention.
Oh, I thought this was about the sleeping pills.
Management. And look, there's a reason I giggled when I.
Is this not the good ending? Okay, we're halfway through the video. I don't think this is the good ending.
The word management, because they're complicit in this too, in one of the worst ways possible. Because as I mentioned earlier, Riro had sexual relations with someone from the management team in Idol Corp on top of everything else she's been doing so far. That's drug and making a harem out of her community. And that
did they know she has a harem?
Was none other than their lead talent manager, dude.
Oh no, that's not a good look.
She managed to coerce the person who is responsible for all relations with creators in Idol Corp. If there was one
that's so bad,
just one, that should have never done this or accepted her coercion, it would have been the lead talent manager. And she.
Bro, what do you do? He was in the harem?
And again, I'd like to remind you, this is what she looks like. Dude,
what is going on? I don't understand. If you're in the position, listen, if you're in a position of power like that, you should absolutely not be fraternizing with anyone under you, the lead talent manager, because that's the person that is like directly above her and decides who is, I assume, in the corporation and signs people onto the corporation, decides what the talent does, what they can do, what they're allowed to do. So maybe she gets more leniency in that way because they're fraternizing together. That is insane. He must have been fired. Surely he must have been fired.
It doesn't make this whole situation funnier when you realize what she's done.
Right now we're together, right?
The voice of a criminal, dude. I mean, of course, the person behind.
Is it criminal? Has she done anything illegal? Okay, I don't know. Is taking sleeping pills illegal? I don't know if it is. The harem thing, I mean, it might be against company policy, but it might not necessarily be illegal because there's no laws being broken there. And fraternizing with management, while again, against company policy, would definitely get you fired, and you definitely should not do that. I don't know if it's illegal to do that.
It doesn't look like this, but it's just, this is the persona that is being shown to everyone when it comes to these scandals, and that's what makes it so funny to me. It's like, you? Now I know what this pill right here is for. Goddamn!
Oh man,
so
that's tough.
Termination letter that got posted a few days ago on Twitter and went absolutely viral. Because here's the thing: when most VTubers leave an agency, it's either because they could not follow NDA rules, which are very strict. You know, NDA is pretty much a non-disclosure agreement where you can't talk about something top secret. Like, oh, we're gonna be sponsored by.
Like the harem, for example.
Don't talk about it, for example. Or graduation, which is a playful way of saying they left the agency because they don't want to be here anymore.
Graduation is a crazy way to handle a VTuber not exist anymore. Like, first off, I don't understand. Since it's company owned, you can't own the character anymore. But if you graduate, like everything that you have built up and all the work that you put into building that up is now gone. I understand that the company helps you by doing collaborations with other VTubers within the company, and it also makes the VTuber thing for you and probably gives you the equipment to be able to use it and all that things. But it feels crazy that the personality themselves now no longer has any kind of platform because no one knows who they actually are. At least with actors, you know who the actor is in a movie. It might be the company that owns the movie and the IP rights and the characters, but you know how the actor who plays that person is. I've never seen a VTuber graduate, but everyone's like, oh, by the way, this is who the person is, and you should just go to the new channel because they're going to start a new channel. They're going to be like a new character or something like that, or you can, see their FleshTuber stuff or anything like that. It's, oh, this person's graduating, you'll never see them again, and that's it, it's done. Which is, I feel like, unfair towards the person.
But this was the first time a VTuber got terminated with this many details. Usually they just say, oh yeah, they broke an NDA, get out of here, like, without revealing too much to the public. Idol Corp, though, specifically takes a lot of pride in being as transparent as possible. And hey, you know what, dude? They earned that title for sure. So they say they terminated a contract, and the reasoning is through an internal investigation. Here are the reasons. Misuse of controlled substances during live stream performances.
Yeah, that's a bad one. Definitely shouldn't be doing. Definitely shouldn't be encouraging that. Definitely should be maybe, you know, trying to get that person a little bit of help.
Okay, the sleeping pills. Soliciting fans during live stream members content for private offline meetings.
What's soliciting fans during live stream members content for private offline meetings? You do like a members only stream and you're like, hey, big boy, wanna come in, wanna go to dinner, big boy, you wanna do that right now? Hey, I see you in the chat. Yeah, Goober Sloober 69,002. I bet you wanna take me out for Korean barbecue, don't you?
The harem. Meeting with a fan in person and accepting gifts from said fan at a total value of thousands of dollars.
Oh, dude, that guy, does he know about the harem? I wonder. That's tough. Thousands of dollars. Ooh, that's a lot. That's what would the gifts even be? Like maybe clothes? That's so much.
Must have been a special member of the harem. Conducting a secretive relationship with a member of the Idol management team who has
he's
also
gone.
been terminated upon confirmation of these details.
Yeah, he's also gone.
The lead talent manager.
As he should be, by the way.
Shutting down her entire Riraron YouTube channel and canceling all memberships on the 1st of January 2024, as well as refunding people who donated to her subathon. Yes.
Oh my God.
Where she was going to take a sleeping pill if she reached her goal. Yes. So since Idol
so
controls
fucked.
all her accounts associated with Riro, she went back to her Kyoresu account, which she barely uses, to address the situation. She said, I was as shocked to see the notice as you are. There is an insane amount of speculation going on, but unfortunately I can't clarify things because of an NDA, of course.
Okay.
I wish I could talk about all this publicly with pure honesty and actual transparency. I'll say one thing though, I'm extremely disappointed and I have nothing to apologize for.
Okay, damn. All right. Wow. She just said, no, fuck them. I have nothing to say sorry for.
Thank you all for your patience during this time. I missed all of you as much as you missed me. We will be so back.
She says, Your Honor, is it illegal to have a harem? Is it illegal to have many men giving me things, Your Honor? Show me the law where it says you cannot have many men at once. Yes. I bet you can't find it. Your Honor, is it illegal to take sleeping pills? Well, we shouldn't be encouraging that.
The cherry on top being this tweet right here, which was deleted off Twitter because she violated the rules, doesn't make her case any better. Me after shooting heroin on stream and f***ing my managers and my fan. Tag your meth head friends. I didn't. Totally would though.
What?
Speed running.
I can't believe that. Wow. Oh my God. This is insane. Oh, you know what? She just doesn't care. This is like, you know what? So what? Maybe she didn't do it. Maybe she didn't do it. And maybe she said that I should have. I didn't do it, but I should have. It would have been sick. I mean, she probably did it. She made the whole PowerPoint presentation about how to be a harem member.
Bad endings, I swear to God. Where's her manager? Oh, wait. He got fired because he had sex with her. This is insane.
That is insane. I can't believe that.
Interesting. Usually scandals involve a creator thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to make content again. This made her more popular in a way, I think.
This only emboldened her, I feel like.
I think when she gets everything sorted and she comes back to stream on whatever she streams on, she'll have way more viewers. Because again, if this was like a creepy guy who did these things, he would be absolutely destroyed, never to come back again. But the fact that it's this cute little anime girl that's behind all this in terms of her persona, it just makes it funny in a way. Almost like the whole thing is a meme.
Dude, I can't laugh about the drug thing because I feel like that could spiral into something, you know, a lot worse. But the harem thing and the manager, and then just being going on social media and be like, yeah, I should have done it. It would have been sick, actually. Yeah, no, I should do it all the time. I'm gonna come back and do it again. That's fucking crazy. I'm just checking her old YouTube channel, and all of the comments are just saying, yo, can't wait for you to come back. Can't wait for you to be back. I genuinely think this has just made her more popular. I really do. I mean, a lot of this is, I can't read it because I think this is this Russian? I'm not really sure exactly what language that is. But literally all of them are just like, hey, can't wait for you to come back. Better luck next time. The people that watched this VTuber just did not care.
And speaking of memes, there were a lot of jokes that were made out of this situation. With
I'm not
memes like
surprised.
this coming up, can you explain all your allegations in your resume? No, I signed an NDA.
Oh, that's kind of, you know, that's a little weird that the Idol company tweeted out this page about all the things that she had done, kind of, putting her out on blast. And then she can't really respond because she signed an NDA, so she's not even allowed to defend herself, really. I mean, she said that she didn't do it, which is defense in a way, but you can't really say much without fear of legal reprisal at that point, right?
But it wasn't all laughs, because other people, other VTubers in Idol Corp were shocked as hell. I mean, imagine you're in an agency and you find out the lead talent manager, someone you've worked with.
Yeah, that would be insane.
With one of your coworkers. In fact, this ripple wasn't just felt within the corp itself, it was felt all over the VTuber community. Because
how many VTubers are there? Is it really big? I know this is a dumb question. This is a really dumb question. Are there tens of VTubers, or are there hundreds, or are there thousands? Because I know of a few. I know one of my friends is a VTuber. I had 2 friends as a VTuber. I know a couple, but I don't know that many. So I don't know how many there are.
Unprecedented. Look, I, like many others, will be watching this very closely to see what happens. Because like I said, it's one of the craziest things involving scandals. Is she gonna make an apology video? I hope there's no ukulele. Or is she just gonna double down like she's already done and just come back with even more viewers?
I think she's gonna double down.
This doesn't really help the reputation of VTubers who are already seen as ridiculously unhinged. And it makes me wonder,
it just plays more into it.
I keep going with the VTuber route because I am working on a model right now. Am I
go for it.
like her? I hope not.
No, I don't think so. I think this person specifically was already kind of like that from what people said in the comments. Like, oh, I don't know why they were surprised. Like, she was already like this before. We sleeping to a married manager to this one, and it's a song that she uploaded. Thank you for allowing me to react to this video. I appreciate that. Let me know what you think about the whole VTuber situation in the comments, because wow, that was ridiculous. And if you want to see more of my dumb face, you can always subscribe to More Patterrz right now. Do it.